Hello everybody, my name is Miguel. Welcome back to Lucid9. Alright, so we got this going on right now. I read this at the ending of the last episode, but I'm gonna read it again before I click on. The moment the bell rings, Masato blazes into the classroom and lunges for me. I instinctively crawl beneath the desk, bracing myself for the full measure of his fury. Let me do that real quick. You! I glance around the classroom. Yahiko is staring blankly at Masato. Elizabeth is once again immersed in conversation with her groupies. Misaki is Misaki. I wave frantically in her direction, but she's too immersed in her phone to pay me any heed. You know how many... Oh, that's what it's all about. You know how many days you've skipped track? 3. Wrong. The answer is too many. Okay. Hey, look, I've been busy. Like hell you been. Busy with what? Napping? Eating? Thinking? Ugh, he's got a point. You disappoint me, man. Yeah? Join the club. Damn it, just stop ditching. Well, I don't blame him. Oh. Rui strides into the room. She hesitates when she sees Misaki, but shakes it off in a blink of an eye. What makes you say that, eh? Well, you know, all you talk about is track. Yama's probably tired of hearing it by now. But I don't just run. I can swim too and do basketball. She ignores him and the approaching Misaki smiles gently at me. Don't worry, Mr. Ryota says that you're not in trouble. Mr. Ryota? Why would... Oh, right, Shoji, the fight. But that's not what's important right now. She has to save me from Masato. Say, Rui, don't you think it's awfully late and we should be... But Misaki rushes in front of me, reaching for Rui's hands. Oh boy. Rui, I need to speak to you, but... Rui only steps back from both of us, staring blankly at Misaki. Why won't you listen? I told you the other day to leave me alone. It's you who isn't listening. She whips around on one heel and marches out of the room. Oh boy. Ah, shackets. This too ill to deal greats. Okay. Wait, what did you just... But she flies past me and sprints out of the room, right on Rui's heels. Masato stares wordlessly at her back, mouth agape. That girl, Miyazaki, was she talking street? Talking what? Nothing. Ain't none. Wait, did you understand her? Dots. More dots? Hang it, you're changing the subject again, ain't you? What, me? No. You gotta come to track, man. I'll drag you there myself. Time to resort to drastic measures since I was ditched by everyone. Actually, where did Yahiko go? Huh, that's weird. Well, what's it gonna be? Oh, excuse me. Would you look at I really need to do these recordings before I eat. Oh, would you look at the time? I gotta go. Don't do it, man. Don't. And I promptly run for my life, lunging over desks and chairs and bowling down the hallway. There's only one safe place from being bulldozed by his fury. One place that can be a haven for a refugee. I slam my fist against the door, ignoring the bewildered stares of passing students. Mr. Ryota, open the door before I die. Ah, dang nabbit, kid. Why do you always have to interrupt me in the middle of a battle? Oh yeah, he's playing his mobile game. Nevertheless, the door creaks open. I jump in, kick it shut, twisting the lock with what may or may not have been a little more force than necessary. Mr. Ryota is staring at me with eyebrows lifted and mouth slightly agape. No doubt taking in my unkempt mass of hair and sweat beating on my forehead. First the fight, now running from someone? You just love trouble today, don't you, kid? Probably more like trouble loves me. Oh, kid. Important life lesson. Trouble only finds people who are looking for it. So basically, I deserve everything that happens to me. But I didn't say that. Just that sometimes people who want nothing more in life than to go through, do nothing significant, and pass on in peace. Well, they actually want a whole lot more. I don't understand. Well then, maybe we should talk about something else. I hesitantly take a seat and glance over my shoulder. No sign of the marvelous Masa. Since you're here, I guess we better have a proper session. Why are you being chased? too popular with the girls. Ha! As if. Sadly. It was Masato Kurogane. He loves track and I don't. So he's trying to change that. And I presume it's not working out so hot for you? Yeah, you can see that. Actually, it seems like Masato's always been on my case because of track. Even the first time we met. Well, it was at last year's club recruitment day. I remember hating that time. Well, to be fair, I hated everything, but especially club recruitment day. No matter how quiet and insignificant I tried to be, someone would always call me out every minute. They tried to get me to join language club, or music club, or art club, or even squirrel watching club. As you can imagine, by the time I met Masato, I wanted nothing to do with clubs, especially from someone who, frankly speaking, looked like the stereotypical idiot jock. Hey, you! But contrary to popular belief, I actually did have some semblance of manners. So I stopped and turned to address this bothersome kid. Not interested. I expected some fake smile or even some pleading, but to my shock, this guy immediately pulled back his fist and socked me right in the face. Ow, what the hell? Don't give me that bull. I ain't even said anything yet. Awful rude of you to not even give me a chance. You know what we call that? Uncivilized. I'm uncivilized? You're the one who just punched me. No, you big baby, that wasn't even a gentle tap. The terrible thing was that he looked completely serious about it. To be honest, I briefly entertained the thought that he was part of an abusive household or something. Of course, the guy took my thoughtful silence for penitence and steamed ahead. That's more like it. Name's Masato Kurogane. What's yours? Leaving. You're leaving? Yeah, right now. Call me rude, but I was at my breaking point. Getting a fist straight to the nose wasn't exactly welcoming. I might have admired the guy's courage and utter disregard for social niceties, but other than that, he bugged me a lot. Oh, I see what you did there. But you can't leave, not before you join track. Track? Hell yeah, our club, man. It binds you for life, makes you sweat, gives you pain, stretches your physical constitution till you think you're gonna die. If this guy thought that was a great sales pitch, he had a long way to go. Yeah, not interested. That ain't all, man. Track can save your life just like it saved mine. Saved his life? Yeah, right. Good for you. Ain't it? Track's literally a lifesaver, man. Thanks, but no thanks. Hey, where you going? I'm just getting to the best part. I cried on the inside, but patiently nodded my head. If you get good enough, you can get a scholarship. This place don't come cheap, you know. Even a little amount would help your parents. Things were beginning to make sense. Is that why you're in track? Dots. Come to think of it, you still haven't told me your name. Interestingly enough, I found that I was actually beginning to like this guy. At least he wasn't superficial like everyone else. If anything, he was the opposite. He wore his heart on his sleeve. Besides, I needed something to do while Rui was in drama. What else was I going to join? Art? Dance? Squirrel watching? I'm Yama Yoshimoto. Huh? What kind of name is that? My parents like poetry. No way! Oh gosh, he was probably gonna rant about how poetry and literature is a waste of time. Who's their favorite? Matsuo Basho? If I pronounce these names wrong, please forgive me, just bear with me. I'm American, so are we even any good with accents? Unless we are bilingual, but apart from that. Anyway, Matsuo Basho, Kobayashi Isa, or maybe foreign guys like Edgar Allan Poe or William Shakespeare. What the? You like poetry? Of course I do. Poetry is the manliest way to cry. This guy only got stranger. What about literature? Manliest way to hate people. Science? Manliest way to take stuff apart. Math? Manliest way to put stuff together. History? Manliest way to predict the future. Jesus. By any chance, what are your grades? Average of 99. No way, the highest class average I've ever had was a 92. This guy was smarter than me? I don't understand you at all. It's okay, you don't need to, you just gotta join track. On second thought, I didn't think he was smarter, he just studied harder. Still, it took guts and passion and everything I didn't have. Okay, I'll try it out, but only for a little bit. Ha! I need you to come around, come on, let's get to track. Already? Don't you have other unfortunate souls to recruit? Nah, the others will take care of them, let's go. Jeez. Jesus, Masato. And that was how I met Masato. I was never really a regular track member, but for some reason he always wanted me to be. Even though I don't really understand why. He probably just wants to help people become their best. Then why would he pick me? Me when there's so many people who would love track and running and competitions and all that crap. Isn't that the whole point of picking you? Because I'm useless, so turning me into somebody useful means a lot? Nah, because you're a challenge. You know, that doesn't exactly make me feel any better. Why not? You should feel very, very loved. Oh, I do. A bit too loved. Masato probably sees you like a little cousin or a younger brother. Do you know that? What, Masato does? Why would he do that? You know, kid, sometimes there's just nice people in the world and you shouldn't question it. And sometimes there are ulterior motives behind everything. Masato Kurigane. Ulterior motives? Well, that's true. I guess it's not like Masato would fake anything. But it still doesn't make any sense. Why would he choose me, a random stranger, as his little brother? To be honest, I've usually thought of Masato as my little brother since he's, you know, kind of obtuse and not cynical and embittered by the world. Something like that. A kind of innocence. Maybe you shouldn't be asking why your friends love you, Yama. Maybe you should be looking for ways to return that love instead of looking for ways to deserve it. Dots. More dots. It sounded really cool, didn't I? I'm leaving. Ah, come on, kid. That was good. Admit it. I admit it. I'm still leaving. He only chuckles and slaps a hand on my shoulder. Have a good day, kid. I only nod wordlessly in response as I step out of his office. My throat almost feels clogged, as if I just heard something that I really, really needed to hear. Huh. Maybe these meetings are really a good thing. Wow, move those legs, you filthy maggots. Move them double time. What the heck? I peer around, searching for the source of the noise, and find Akira racing around the entrance, a large, lumpy backpack slung over her shoulders. Oh, Sarge, please, pretty please, I've been running 6 miles. I swear I'm gonna collapse. I shouldn't be able to hear you over the sound of your tears, Private. Hop to it. Akira? I gingerly step in front of her and wave to catch her attention. She grinds to a halt, tilting her head curiously at me. What are you doing here? I'm here for drama club, of course, but no one else is here. I'm doing an immersion exercise, Loot? Oh, for lieutenant, of course. I thought it was French. An immersive exercise? An immersion exercise, god damn it. Yep, I need to act half dead from a boot camp, so I'm gonna run a mile around the school track with this backpack. A mile? But that backpack looks as big as her. Boot camp? Is that why you're calling me Loot? No, I'm calling you Loot because Loot is short for lieutenant. Well, darn my socks, don't you catch on fast. Usually her antics would annoy me, but for some reason it's soothing right now, like white noise in a messy world. Do you usually do things this intense for drama club? Oh no, this is easy. You should have seen what I had to do yesterday. I was a sadistic serial... What did you do that for? I ate a bunch of cereal. Ah, jeez. Dots. Her jokes and her puns. I'm not sure whether to feel relieved or exasperated. Say, Loot, if you don't have anything to do right now, why don't you join us? We're doing some exercises that you might like. What makes you think I'll like them? From what Rui says? Jesus Christ, Rui. What exactly does she say? That you will like the exercises? That's cyclical logic. Ah, jeez, I clicked off the screen. Oh, on the contrary, it has nothing to do with bikes. Well, technically, I don't have anything to do. Wait, Rui will be there? More dots. I thought that was a silent Akira. I thought that a silent Akira would be a blessing, but it's just unsettling. Rui has something to do today. But if you come tomorrow, you can watch her bedazzle the crowd. Tomorrow's Saturday, isn't it? Oh, is it? You don't know what day of the week it is. It's Tuesday for my character, and in my defense, there's a half day on Saturdays. Just no clubs, which is kind of important. She doesn't seem to hear me. Instead, she just checks her phone for the time. Hey, boot camp is ending. What about your mile? Let's go. She reaches out and grabs my wrist, but suddenly lets go as if it's a burning iron. I send a questioning look at her, but she only shrugs it off. Come, Luke. Adventure awaits. Without any further explanation, she marches into the classroom building. Well, this should be interesting. Akira leads me into classroom 3A, where a dozen students are seated in a ring. Looking expectantly at Akira, one of the girls immediately leaps to her feet. I recognize her as the drama club president. Where you been, maggot? You know how late it is? Immediately, Akira stumbles forward as if she's dead exhausted, the backpack sliding from her shoulders and crashing to the ground. So sorry, sir. I took a detour. A detour? What kind of detour can you take on a training course? Akira... Is she Akira right now? Points a tremulous finger in my direction. He jumped on me, sir, out of nowhere. I didn't even know how he got here. All eyes swirl to me, waiting to see how I handle the sudden development. They're probably expecting me to dodge out, to freeze, or just stare at them like they're a bunch of weirdos. Heck, even I'm expecting to do something along those lines. But instead, sheer instinct takes over. Years of make-believe with Rui molds me into what is needed at the moment. A foreign spy who haplessly stumbled onto a military operation. Sorry, I'm a tourist. Lost my way. I suddenly move my hand to my hip, where my imaginary gun holster lies. Surprisingly, the club president is perceptive enough to catch it. He's a spy! Right as I pretend to whip out my gun, Akira tackles my arm, throwing me to the ground. I feel a shot of pain run down my shoulder, ripping a very real cry of agony from my throat. Akira proceeds to deftly lock my arms behind my back, leaning over until her mouth is next to my ear. Drop the gun! Through my haze of pain, I manage to hold my character together. Akira nudges my arm, gentler this time, and I yield, opening my fingers in a releasing motion. Sir, what should I do? The club president kneels down, looking me straight in the eye. I tilt my head upward, staring as challengingly as I possibly can. Nice one. Strangers don't usually pick up so easily. The entire room relaxes as she sits before me, bowing her head slightly. Welcome to the drama club. I'm the club president. Sorry you came in on a pretty hectic day. No, it was interesting. Akira, could you let go of me? Akira suddenly squeaks, lunging away from me. An uncharacteristic blush crawls to her cheeks as she vainly attempts to cover her face with her hands. Ah, look at that. So adorable. It's really unusual for her, but kind of cute. Also reminds me of Rui. I suppose they've rubbed off on each other at this point. Quickly disregard, I am not going to say what I just thought just now. I'm not going to say that because of that last sentence. Nope, forget it. Quickly disregarding these thoughts, I focus back to my physical status and move my arm back to its regular position. It twinges painfully. I can't hide a wince, which the club president immediately notices. Oh gosh, are you okay? Huh? I test my arm for a moment, but the pain subsided, probably just overstretched slightly. Nah, I should be fine. It's nothing compared to what Mickey's made me do before. Did I hurt you? I'm really sorry, Yama. It's fine, really. Are you sure? It's unsettling to see Akira so meek. I glance at the club president and raise an eyebrow. She seems to understand. Well, let's try some basic exercises before our next scenario. Stanislavski's magic if... Everyone? The rest of the club time is spent in playing around with different objects, pretending that pencils are bombs, chairs are clouds, and desks are shields. It's amazingly refreshing. I had almost forgotten how fun it was to just put everything aside and enter a completely different world. Even when the club's been dismissed, I feel a sense of lightness that I haven't felt in a long time. Hey, Lou. Akira pops up next to me, now returned to her cheery self. Hey, where are you headed? Home. Don't you live in the dorms? I live in the world, therefore anywhere I go is my home. Bizarre as always, the only thing I've grown to understand about this girl is that I'll never understand her. Right, seriously, where are you going? Dots. More dots. Come to think of it, I have no clue what I'm doing here. Catch you later, Luke. I mean, see you later. Look, she's doing that shy face again. I mean, see you later. And without further explanation, she skips away. I shrug off my confusion, accepting it as the norm when one speaks with Akira, and head back to my apartment. Except, something stops me at the entrance. By this time, all the students are living up in town and doing nobody knows what in the school rec center. Nobody just hangs around the entrance. For most, the barred gates and curfew are just another sign of the restrictions instituted by helicopter parents. But beneath the shade of the tree in a far corner, I catch a sight of two figures facing each other with hands on hips. And oh, it's how much time? Yeah, I'm gonna save it. So we'll see what's going on in the next episode. So I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna stretch my body real quick. So Minecraft. I got my Minecraft shirt on. I forgot. Maybe I didn't mention that this was a completely. I think I did. This was a completely different recording session. That was the third video of this session of Lucid9. Anyway, all that random behind the scenes facts and tips and whatever aside, we'll pick it up. Right, I'm gonna pick it up right away. But of course, for you guys, you won't see the next episode until like a couple days or the next day. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll pick this up in another video. If you guys like this video, give this video a thumbs up. It'll help me a lot. I will greatly appreciate it. Share this video with friends. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone. So this is you. That's a weird circle. This is you.
That's like Casper the fucking Goose.
This is you. You have like a.